Zach. Welcome back to the Heroverse. And guys, this will be All-American Homecoming, Season 1, Episode, what was it, Annie?
9.
Episode 9, called Ordinary People. Guys, as you can see, Annie is back. Annie has the time to come in here and do the spoiler review for All-American Homecoming, especially because this was an episode that Jordan was in, which, you know, she really did enjoy. Unfortunately, she is in the middle of watching last week's episode, so she's kind of, like, I think, in the middle right now, or in the, like... So
I'm, like, still in the beginning.
Yeah, but so she still hasn't really caught up to know what's going on, but she knows, in a way, they explained what happened in last week's episode with, Simone going with Damon to go see his father. She kind of knew that going into the episode because of the previous episode that led into the episode that she is now watching. She knew that Damon was going to go see his father to try to get answers about his biological parents. But, Annie, I'm going to let you start off first of what you liked about this episode and start off, how this episode started. Annie, what do you think about the episode?
I just really liked all the Jordan stuff because he was in a good majority of the episode. He was in it a lot this episode.
Yeah, he was. He was a real focus of this episode. Because I feel like since Damon was off doing the
alumni
baseball
thing, Jordan was more the main focus.
The main focus was Simone.
Of the episode. Jordan came in and was like, "Oh, we're going to see Damon all this weekend," and she's like, "No, because he's doing the baseball alumni."
Yeah.
Along with the baseball stuff, JR is trying to get his spot back from Santiago.
Yeah, and that was very interesting. The JR trying to get the spot back from Santiago, trying to pretty much prove that, he deserves his spot back. He was going to fight for his spot. And even Damon said, Santiago's not going to make it easy on you to get your spot back. And I love what Coach Marcus does, is that he suggests JR to be on the outfield. So he's not competing for a position and finds his new, and finds why he loves baseball. And, finds, he goes back to when he loved baseball and why he loves baseball, having that feeling of excitement, without having the feeling of competition and fighting, a team member for a spot, you didn't clearly want.
JR thought that he wanted to play baseball at Branson because his dad played baseball at Branson, but no. JR wanted to play baseball because he loves it.
Exactly, and we really saw in this episode is Marcus is like, look, I wanted you, I don't want you to, the reason I said put you out in the outfield is because I wanted you to realize why you loved baseball in the first place. I didn't want you fighting for a spot that, that, this is your second chance, You shouldn't just go back into the same spot that you once were.
Yeah, so now he's back on the Lions, but he's on the outfielder. He's an outfielder other than being
the catcher. Which that's more. I would say if because I played baseball of 1 year, and my favorite thing about baseball is being out in the outfield because running, the catching, throwing it in, I love that. So I was like, dude, that's actually a better position. It's you get more of the action. So I was like, okay, that's really cool.
Well, our dad also played baseball.
Yeah, I think was he the pitcher or catcher?
Catcher.
He was a catcher. Yeah. I don't know. Catching just doesn't seem that.
And I could never be
adrenaline entertaining.
I don't want to be a catcher because you can get hit in the legs,
you wear pads, but still it still hurts.
And your thighs, and you
because people are throwing 100 and something miles per hour.
Yeah, and you can get bruises. Baseball's hurt.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm really happy that, Marcus did that for him. And, Marcus has to deal with the old coach being there.
Yeah, oh, by the way, speaking of that jerk, he had the pitcher for whatever.
For, I guess, whatever team that what was his name? It was
Sean.
Sean, yeah. Whatever team Sean is now the coach of. I mean, we find out, because I thought he was an ass too, the dude that, has it out for Damon, but we end up finding out that...
I explained to Zach that this pitcher from the other team is, the Wade Waters of,
All-American for Jordan?
Yeah, and
I thought that at
and
first...
And then Damon is like Jordan.
I thought that at first, but then I took a step back, and when we found out actually, because, mind you, he's a good college baseball player, but like I said, Damon, the thing that made Damon so special is because I think he didn't even go to college. He was just a senior, and he got drafted for the MLB, right from there. But that dude went to college, and we ended up finding out that Damon took this one kid's spot at Brixton, and that's why he's so mad at Damon, because he's like, oh, once Damon, once you said you made the announcement saying that you were going to go to college here, they pretty much said, oh, we want Damon Sims now. We don't want you anymore. And that's why he was angry, is because that, he thought Damon was all like, oh, you're just doing this for the publicity, and you're just trying to say, like, oh, you don't need NLB to, like, you know what I mean? Like, you could do it here, whatever. You were just trying to, like, say you just didn't need the NLB and you could just do it here. It's just a publicity stunt, when that's not what it was. And Damon explains that after this dude hits him in the, what was it, in the,
back.
In the back, but where was it? It was their alumni game.
Yeah.
And Damon looked like he was about to go up and fight him, but no, Coach Marcus says to his friend, saying, no, like, let him handle it, you know what I mean? I'm going to let my player handle it. And it's the fact of Damon giving the speech saying, look, bro, I didn't know I was taking your spot, you know what I mean? I wanted to be here and to bring more, attention to this school. Like, I wanted a fresh start, you know what I mean? And it just so happens that I can bring a lot of light and shine to the school and say this is a great school to go to baseball and stuff, and you know what I mean, and we really care about the sport. I don't care about the publicity. I care about playing the sport and stuff. It's like Damon's character has changed from what he started to how he is now. He's about, like, the sport. He's not about the glory, about anything. But he's happy that if it brings light, if his talents bring the light there to the school to give them good publicity, he's happy to do that because he loves the sport, but just so happens that he's a good player and he gets all this attention and it's good for the school. And he even explains that, saying, same as how, you thought, you beating me, whatever, could bring good attention to you or some clout to you. You know what I mean? Like, I did not know that, I took your spot. I'm sorry for that, but why, like, let's just prove to everybody that we're here to play the game that we love. And it makes him realize, the dude that hit Damon, maybe I made a mistake. And they end up just playing the game, and that was really nice to see. JR catch the pitch, him find why he loves baseball again, him discover that again, and just that one dude nodding to Damon. It was just really nice to see that. I forget that one dude's name. I didn't really pick it up because it just didn't. But he clearly is a good pitcher. I mean, clearly he had a reason to get to be mad at Damon, even though Damon had nothing to do with him being chosen there. Of course they were going to choose him because him, turning down the NLB and him being a straight out of high school, prospect for the MLB. Of course people would want him instead of the other dude just for that one reason. But it wasn't Damon's fault that they, said they dropped that one dude and brought on Damon. That's not his fault. And he even explains that, and he's like, you're right. It wasn't your fault, and clearly you're not the person that I thought you were. And I just thought that was very nice that they kind of wrapped that up, and it didn't it wasn't a holding grudge thing, and that it was just a misunderstanding. But anyone else did you like about this episode? I know you're a little bit tired.
Yeah. I liked how when Jordan and Simone were at dinner, she went somewhere or something, bathroom or something, and then Jordan was on the phone with Layla, and Simone thought it was Olivia.
Yeah,
because she didn't know anything. She didn't know about any of the
things that have happened with Jordan and Layla. As it, them getting closer and possibly, feelings that I predicted in back in my All-American videos that they were going to get together. And she notices that.
I'm not in the videos. I was in one of the videos.
Yeah.
And we explained.
Because she watched the All-American episode. But yeah, she wasn't in the video because she was tired that day or she went over to the neighbors. But, yeah, but Simone picks up on that there's a little when he says he acts right away when she shows up, because he even feels guilty that he feels
I gotta go, I'll talk to you later or whatever,
because Jordan feels guilty too, same as how Simone feels guilty about Damon, about having feelings and emotionally cheating. Kind of in a way Jordan's doing the same thing with Layla, and it's that's why I feel like Jordan accepted that when Simone told Jordan about, look, I told him the truth about, look, I actually was, I went with Damon to Chicago because, he had questions for his father about his adoption, and who his biological parents are, and, that's why I bailed on our date. And he's like, I can't be mad at you for being a good friend. And also, he, in a way, is emotionally cheating as well. So it's he didn't want to be that dude when he's doing the same thing.
I mean, I want Jayla.
I do too.
But the thing with that is,
but I do feel bad because it's there are moments where Layla, they're such a good couple.
So Layla is Asher's ex.
Yeah.
And Jordan and Asher are friends.
Yeah. But in a way,
I think that Sharon and date your best like your best friend's ex or like your friend's ex?
It is, because I've said it
Because
before
he's
too,
friends
but
with
in a way.
Asher, and Asher is Layla's ex.
Yeah, but the thing is that Asher's moved on, and also they explained even in the All American episode, Jamie said best when they're a vortex. They're in the group. You know what I mean? They dated one another. It's a vortex. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and it's
I mean,
just that sometimes that's how it is, and sometimes friends don't have problems when their other friends date their exes. It's weird. It's
While we're on the subject of dating exes, Olivia has dated both of his exes, Asher and Spencer.
Yeah, that's not new. Yeah, of course. I'm talking. It's a vortex. Jamie said it best when she said it's
Asher is friends with Olivia and Jordan.
I don't know. I guess also you can't.
And they're both friends with Layla.
But I guess you can't also choose who you love. You know what I mean? You just you fall in love with somebody. You know what I mean? It's just something that just happens, and it's happened. You know what I mean? And also they're high schoolers. You know what I mean? And it's written drama, so it's supposed to be a drama like that. So I expect it, but all I know is that. That's why, and Simone even thought it was weird when Simone was talking to what was it, to Keisha about like, look, is it weird that Jordan wasn't mad that when I told him that I bailed on our date to to be with Damon to help him out with his his family, and he's like, so you're angry at Jordan when he's not jealous, and then you're angry when he is jealous. It's like Jordan can't win. She's like, doesn't it seem weird that it feels like he's keeping something from me, and he's been getting closer to our friend Layla? I'm a little concerned. You know what I mean? He was a little concerned about whatever too, but at the same time, you can't be mad at him because you know what I mean? He like because he knows that there's something there. Jordan's not dumb. He knows that there's something there.
But Jordan has.
But Jordan's done the same thing.
But Jordan has this connection with Layla because they're close.
Exactly.
Friends.
But you see what I'm saying though? It's like that's why he wasn't mad, because he in a way is emotionally cheating too. But he's just saying like, oh, we're friends, because he hasn't come to terms that he actually likes Layla.
And same as how
Simone can't come to terms with the fact that she likes Damon, but her friends have said, you know what I mean? You like Damon, stop trying to deny it. But she's doing all these things trying to deny it. But when she thought like, oh, well, when I tell him the truth, he would be angry, but he's not, because he's doing the same thing in a way that she's doing.
Yeah, but I have that connection with my friends too. If I thought something different about somebody, my friends would have that connection with me to help me through it.
About what?
Like the Jordan Simone thing. If I was like
Jordan Simone.
Like, if I was emotionally cheating on him, my friends would help me through it and tell me not to cheat on
Okay, I mean,
you know what I mean? Like, how he's emotionally cheating on Simone with
they're
Layla,
both, they're both doing it, and it's not right.
And on him with Damon.
And I'm happy, because that's what Keisha said. It's not right that you're doing that. You think that you're not cheating on Jordan physically, but you're cheating on him emotionally. And in a way, Jordan knows he's doing it too, but of course he's not. That's why he's in a way like saying like, oh, it's okay, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? I can't be mad at you for being a good friend, because he's believing her in the fact, or he doesn't want to believe the fact that she could be having feelings for Damon, and in a way he's ignoring that. You know what I mean? Like he knows that, okay, I don't think she'll do anything. She's just being a good friend, but in the back of his head he knows that she likes Damon, and in a way I feel like soon to be I think Simone will realize that Jordan likes Layla. And I feel like there'll be an episode where they come to terms with the fact that they're just not in sync anymore. They've just grown apart. You know what I mean? Because she even said like Keisha said it best. Where like, do you want that's just a risk you're gonna have to take. Do you want to take that risk and just be who you guys are now, because you guys are growing? You know what I mean? It's, of course you guys aren't going to stay the same. You guys barely see each other, and of course you guys are going to change over time. You know what I mean? You guys are both in college now. So it's like, it's going to be interesting to see how this goes, because not only when that's going on and Jordan pops up in the beginning of this episode, but we also have Thea talking to Nate and Keisha and Simone about her going back on another date with that one dude that her auntie, her grandma hooked her up with, or was her grandma's friend.
It's her grandma's friend's grandson.
And yeah, that her grandma hooked her up with. And, she, at first is what we thought, she's not quite sure if she wants to go on another date with him. It's been a couple of dates, but, he's inviting her to go to this, it looks like this frat party, essentially. That's what it is.
Because Branson has these frats or whatever.
Yeah, so it looks like, she's like, I'm not quite sure if I want to go. But then Simone and Nate, Thea says, why don't you guys come with me as like, as my backup and stuff like that, you know what I mean? Or like, why does Simone suggest that to Thea? And Thea's like, would you do that? And she's like, thank you. And, at first, Nate and Keisha and Simone are all trying to figure out who the heck put out and released Amara's mugshot, that's pretty much the entirety of the episode, them trying to figure that out, and pretty much Amara coming with the terms of her stepping down from her position, which was very sad to see that and to find out their backstory.
We found out that it's her friend Jada's sister Veronica who put up the picture of her mugshot. We put her mugshot up on the internet.
And the reason is why? Why does she have a grudge against Amara?
Because she's mad for her getting her sister in trouble.
Exactly, and then her sister apparently was never the same after they took the deal with the hospital that was doing
unnecessary billing.
I was doing like unnecessary stuff, I guess, and charging people for unnecessary what was it, there's a word for it, surgery and shit.
Yeah.
So, and she feels like, when she gets these beautiful like sayings of goodbye from, a whole bunch of people around the campus, and even like Simone and I'm pretty sure Nate was on there, or was it just Simone and Damon?
It was Damon, Simone,
and a whole bunch of other people around the campus.
A teacher, Nate.
Saying how much they appreciate her and how much she fights for the school and how much like they learn from her and how much like they set, Amara set them on the right path of where they want to be in their life. But she cries because, she feels, like a fraud that, she, like, you guys look at me like, I'm this, like, oh, just, you do anything for the truth type of person. But, I took a deal that I wish I could have, I regret taking just so I could get back into school and not go to jail and not go to prison when there was a story there that should have been, like, released. But she took a deal where, she would take a month off of the semester or 2 months off the semester.
I'm sorry I'm yawning so much. I had work today. I'm tired from work, so.
But yeah, so she at this point is, so that's why she took the deal. She's like, the person, the hospital said, like, look, you're not going to go to jail, but you need to take off a month off the semester, 2 months off the semester, and then go back. So, like, you know what I mean? So that way everything dies down or something, or like, you guys can take a minute to process all this. I forget what exactly what it was about, but take a month off, leave of absence, or 2 months off of absence of school. And that was, that's what we've been wanting to know is why she took that leave of absence, that month off of.
Because we also thought, at one point we thought she took off that month or 2 months because we thought she was Damon's mother.
Exactly, yeah, I thought she was Damon's mother, but
now
she's not.
Now I think Damon's mother is
JR's mom?
JR's mom.
Because of... We
found out that JR's dad is not Damon's dad.
That's right? Did we find that out or no? Because I don't think so. It could be a possibility. I don't know. We still don't know yet who his biological parents are. I wonder if we're going to find that out at the last episode of the season. Which IMDb says it's 13 episodes total, but I think IMDb sometimes takes a minute to update. But all I thought was very interesting to me is that we know that, that Damon's father, like, noticed and remembered JR's mother's face. So it's a possibility, but JR doesn't want to ask his parents after them, like, things are still kind of touchy with them getting the divorce, them, and them moving out and
also,
the house. And,
when Damon was his dad thought it was his brother. Yeah. And he was like, and Damon for a little bit pretended to be his brother, like, I'm not Uncle George. Uncle George said, it's me, Damon.
So I'm interested to see where that's going to go, because it makes me also go with my theory of that I think someone tampered with the DNA test that they took. If that is true about, JR's mom being the mother of Damon.
I don't know yet. See that. I want to see what happens there, but I liked the episode. I thought it was a good episode, because, anytime that Jordan's there,
you're a fan of the episode. Yeah. I like when he's on here too, because I'm also liking that they gave a minute for like Damon to do his thing. And finally we got some baseball in this episode. For a show that is about baseball, we barely see baseball. And I'm just happy that we're getting more baseball as we're going. But it was also nice because, there's some time for Jordan and Simone, especially after last week's episode, which I don't want to talk about until my sister catches up. But you guys know from me talking about last week's episode, it gives some, time for, Damon and Simone to breathe and them to, like, regroup if they do end up getting together. But one of my theories about, Thea and Damon might be true, because in the Blackout episode, Thea and Damon had a moment, which made me thought, okay, there's a chance here where, like...
If you want to talk about last week's episode...
No, it's fine.
I can just leave.
That's fine.
And then come back or whatever.
It's fine. It's okay. I don't mind. But because they know what I'm talking about because they saw it. But yeah, I mean, like if anybody else noticed that, they had a moment. And again, this episode was a very touching subject, because Thea, when she does end up going on the I forget, it was like the third or fourth date with that one dude. In the first place, she didn't want to, like, she was like thinking that she didn't even want to do it. And then when she went to the party with the dude, he offered to, like, give her some of his drink in his flask. And I was like, okay, I feel like I know where this is going. And I was like, okay, I don't know if we're going to go here. But then we end up going there where, like, he didn't roofie her, but he tried to get her drunk to take advantage of her. And I was like, so we're going here. And this is one of the reasons why I think this show is so great, because they're not afraid to talk about these topics. Same with All American. They talk about these topics, and it can happen anywhere outside of college, high school, anything. And and it's going to be a very interesting topic, especially with Thea's character, for somebody that doesn't really is starting to learn how to, like, is starting to have friends, is starting to get outside of her bubble of having her first relationship. Not like never just never drinking, never doing anything, and is just new to everything. It really made me sad that, the first boy that she thought really liked her and wouldn't take advantage of her, tried taking advantage of her. And apparently this isn't the first time this dude has tried doing this to other girls, and we're going to see that in the next episode, which, I'm very interested to see what they do with this, because next week's episode is going to be, like, it's going to be a very serious and interesting situation to see what happens. Also, I'm just so glad that Damon showed up, because I did not know how far they were going to go in the episode, and I'm just so happy that Damon was there when he did. And yeah, it's just and also that was amazing, because when Damon was about to leave, when she said, "Oh, I'm okay, I'm just gonna sit here," and it was also really nice. He got her a drink and made sure she was even okay, and brought her back to, like, the dorm, the dorm living room, and like, pretty much, offered her a drink, and pretty much asked her, like, do you want me to get anybody? Do you want me, like, do you want to be like, and she's like, no, I think I'm going to be, just sit here and watch TV. And he's like, okay. I was like, dude, don't leave. Sit there with her.
If you need me, I'm right down the hall. And she's like, well, hey, can you just, like, sit with me? I really don't want to be alone right now.
Because they watched, they've been having a lot more scenes together. And they watched something in the previous episode, I think, if I'm correct. Like, they watched TV and stuff. So it was really nice that, we're seeing, and even in the plot, the plot description of this episode, it said Thea might lose. I'm gonna read it, like, since I have my phone here.
If Thea is in danger and loses a relationship with one person and potentially starts a new one. Yeah, potentially starts a new one, which and my theory might be coming true, of Damon being her potential new boyfriend. Because again, I really wish Damon would have kicked his ass, but it's the fact of, he didn't want to get in trouble for doing that, because that would have been, like, if he would have done that, he could have got, like, God knows, expelled, arrested, anything. But I'm just happy that he was there and told that dude to back the hell off. And I'm interested to see what Thea's gonna do when she hears from other girls that this has happened before. So next week's episode is gonna be very interesting, and it's a very serious topic, and I'm happy that these shows are not afraid to shy away from that and actually talk about these topics. But yeah, guys, I really enjoyed this episode. I'm excited to see where our characters are going. I'm excited to see now that kind of now that Simone knows about, the potential of Layla and Jordan getting closer, and kind of realizing now, I thought it was weird that, he kind of, like, didn't get angry. I think she now knows that maybe in a way, like, from what Keisha said, you're emotionally cheating on Jordan. He might be technically emotionally cheating on Simone with Layla. And it's like, they can't really be mad at, like, Simone can't be mad at Jordan.
because Simone's doing the same thing. Jordan can't be mad at Simone because Simone is, he's doing the same thing. So it's kind of like, it's a very rough situation, but I'm excited to see where that's going to go. Because there's a potential of anything. I think what might happen is that Jordan and Simone might break up. Jordan and Layla might get together. But I don't think Simone and Damon are going to get together just because of the reason I think Damon and Thea are going to get together. And the more I see them together, the more I don't know. Because, I think it's really cute. You know what I mean? What they're trying to build with Thea and Damon. And it makes me think, okay, like, I could see this, but I also could see this. But again, the writers are doing this, so it's kind of like we're rooting for different ships. Because we all thought, okay, like, oh, Simone and Damon clearly like each other. They're going to get together once, when Simone and Jordan break up, and just Jordan's going to go with Layla, and it's going to be easy. But no, it seems like we're going to have a big, a whole bunch of people liking one another, and we're seeing that. And it's going to be interesting, especially because Thea and Simone are actually becoming friends. Yeah. So that's going to cause a rift, I think, that she clearly likes Damon. I think Damon, in a way, kind of likes Thea. But also, also, in a way, he's kind of thinking, maybe I do need to move on because clearly Simone is with Jordan and Simone told me to stay away and we needed space. So in a way, he's probably thinking this is best, for me to, like, actually find some of my own love, find someone that actually wants to be with me. And and try try just to find a relationship. So I feel like we're seeing that. But I want to know down in the comments below, did you guys see that coming? The whole Damon and Thea thing of them, possibly getting together, because they even said it in the bio of this episode, a potential new boyfriend, a new relationship, and I do think it's going to be Thea and Damon possibly. And, this is just one, I wonder how this is going to play out, because it could ruin Simone and Thea's friendship if, when Simone stops dating Jordan, if she tries going after Damon or whatever. I don't know. It's a big can of worms to see what's going to happen. But I'm excited to see where all this is going to go. And I want to know down in the comments below did you guys see Thea and Damon getting together? Do you guys think, do you think Simone and Damon are going to get together? Do you think Damon and, not Damon, no. I think Jordan and Layla are going to get together because it kind of fits in, like, even in this show, even what's going on over there in All American. And I just assume that people that watch All American Homecoming, vice versa. So I really want to know how you guys feel about that. And I want to know how you guys feel about Thea's plot line, with her almost being, sexually assaulted. So I really want to know how you guys feel about that. But yeah, guys, I'm excited to see where this is all gonna go. And yeah, it was just a really good episode, and yeah, I'm excited to hear what you guys have to say down in the comments below. Yet again, if you're new to the channel, subscribe to the channel, put those notifications, like this video. I'd love to have you guys here, a part of the fam, a part of the channel, while about spreading love, positivity, and motivation. And guys, yet again, we're almost to 500 subscribers. Literally, we're at 449, almost to 450, almost to 500. So yet again, that's my goal, to get to 500. So if you've come across the channel before, I would just love it yet again if you would subscribe to the channel, put in those notifications, and like this video. It all helps with the algorithm. It helps build the channel. That's how YouTube is. Like when you like a video, when you subscribe to the channel, when you put in this notification, it all builds up the algorithm, and it makes people, like, it pushes my videos out so more people can come join the fam, and more people, like, find my channel. So I just yet again really appreciate that. But guys, that was the video. And yeah, I guess the reason really why Annie didn't really say much is because, like she said, she's tired. She said that here before on the channel before, when there's usually nothing that she really wants to say. And you could say it, I guess.
And I had work today, I'm tired.
Yeah, she was there. She was really tired today. She took a nap earlier right when she got home from work, and I guess she's still tired. I'm just happy enough that, she wanted to come on here and say what she wanted to say, at least.
I had to. It was Jordan. I had to.
So, yeah, I'm just happy that she wanted to come back on here today. At least she could come back on here today. But yeah, guys, that was the video. I hope everybody has...
I am off tomorrow, so I will be in Legacy's video.
Which is good. For anybody that's on here that watches Legacy, she will be on here tomorrow, which I'm happy about, because it's been sad to do videos without her on All American Homecoming, and also, what you missed? Was it
Riverdale? I have to catch up.
She missed some of Riverdale, I think. So I'm just excited that hopefully she'll be back on here a little bit more for these videos that we...
Yeah, it's only if I'm not tired from work, but, like, I'm really tired from work today. But I wanted to do this for him because I haven't been on in a while.
Which I'm happy about. Thank you again. But yeah, guys, it was a video. So I hope everybody has a great day, a safe day, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye. Peace.